Some men are afraid of the darkness. He is the cause of that fear. Look closer. Look into his eyes. There is no glow left there. No warmth, no compassion. Only the infinite void of a soul that abandoned the idea of redemption long ago. Once I walked in the light like everyone else. I smiled, I trusted, I believed the world held goodness. I believed people were decent. I believed that following the rules would lead to fairness. I was innocent. I was gentle. I was exactly what they wanted me to be. And they used it against me. They looked at my kindness and called it weakness. They looked at my trust and named it foolishness. They took everything I gave and ground it beneath their feet as if it had no value. As if I had no value. I remember the moment it happened, the instant the final spark inside me dimmed and disappeared. I was on my knees, shattered, bleeding, watching everything I built turn to ash. And they laughed, standing together, enjoying the sight of my pain as if it were a show. That's when something changed. No, nothing broke. Something awakened. Deep within the darkest place of my soul, in the corner I avoided my entire life, something opened its eyes. Something that had been waiting since the moment I was born, waiting for the light to die. And when it did, when the last ember vanished and darkness rushed in, I didn't resist. I accepted it. They think darkness is simply the absence of light. They believe it's empty, hollow, nothing. They are wrong. Darkness lives. It breathes. It observes. It waits. And when you stop running from it, when you finally turn and face it, you learn the truth. The darkness was never your enemy. It was your ally, waiting for you to be ready. That night, kneeling in the ruins of my old life, watching smoke rise into an indifferent sky, I was ready. Ready to become what I was always meant to be. I released everything. Fear, hope, the desperate need to be loved, the hunger to be accepted, the chains they wrapped around my soul, the lies they whispered, the expectations they forced onto me. I fell into the void, into nothingness, into the place where monsters are born. But I did not die there. I was reborn. Some men fear the dark because they don't understand it. They fear it because they were taught to. Stay in the light. Avoid the night. Fear what you cannot see. I became what they cannot see. I became the movement in the shadows, the presence they sense but cannot explain, the reason they glance over their shoulder when they walk alone, the cold shiver when the lights go out. They fear the dark because deep inside they know something waits there, and that something is me. I did not choose this. They chose it for me. Every betrayal, every lie, every blade in my back drove me deeper into the shadows, until I understood what they never will. The darkness is not a prison. It is a kingdom, and I rule it. You want to know what it's like to live in darkness? It's freedom. In the light, you are seen, judged, controlled. You smile when you want to scream. You pretend when you want to destroy. You obey their rules and beg for approval. But in the dark, there are no rules, no masks, no expectations. In the dark, you become what you truly are, what I have always been beneath the pretending. I am the nightmare they awakened, the shadow that remembers everything, and I never forget. They celebrate in daylight, convinced they are safe, but the sun always sets. And when it does, I'll be there. In the darkness, I learned patience. Real patience. The kind that waits years, lifetime. The kind that never rushes. I learned silence. The kind that moves without disturbing the air. I learned to see without light, to feel truth instead of looking for it. Now I see everything, every lie, every fear, every weakness. No one can hide from the dark. They think fear is loud. They're wrong. Real fear is quiet. It's the moment you realize something is wrong, that you are not alone, that something is watching, and there's nothing you can do. I am that fear. They thought they were destroying me. They were forging me. Every wound became a lesson. Every scar became armor. Every tear fueled the fire that now consumes light itself. I remember their faces, all of them, the ones who laughed, the ones who watched, the ones who pretended to care. To them I am death, the end of their safety, the collapse of their certainty. They removed me from the light, pushed me into the dark, and now I am returning, not broken, not weak, but sharpened. One by one their lights will fade, and in the final moment they will understand what they created. Some men fear the dark because of what hides there. I am what hides there. The oldest fear, the fear of the unseen, the uncontrollable, the unstoppable. They wanted to break me. They found my limits, and beyond them they found something that does not break. I no longer feel as I once did. Love is a memory. Hope is a joke. Fear is something I give, not something I feel. What remains is purpose. Cold, clear, unshakable. They should have ended me when they had the chance. That thought will haunt them, because cruelty has a cost, and the bill has come due. Some men fear the dark. I am the reason why, and I am only beginning.